Hello, my angels. My name is Amani Peace, and welcome to my channel. So before we get started in today's video, I just wanted to say, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Also, leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see and how I can make my channel better, because any support would really mean a lot to me. Now let's get into the video. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode... Whoa. That was really close to my face. Welcome to episode 6 of my Barely a Survival series. And I'm really excited for this one because in this episode, we're going to be building a panda sanctuary for these two guys. I'm really excited about it. I have been bamboo collecting. I planted some jungle trees over there as well. You can't see them from here, but yeah. I am ready. I am prepared. I am going to go over there. I'm going to completely chop down that bamboo forest. I need to take this down because like this area over here is actually where I'm going to be building the panda sanctuary. So if this bamboo, whatever they'd be called are here, if the bamboo is here, then I can't actually do that. So I'm just going to take this all down before I get started. I'm also going to chop down those jungle trees too. Okay, so I went around and I took down all the bamboo, chopped down the trees. I also planted some more saplings over here just in case I needed more jungle wood. I pre-prepped some building materials such as the bamboo mosaic stairs and the slabs as well. I'm very low on actual bamboo now, but that's fine. Okay, so I looked up online also, like panda sanctuaries and panda enclosures, and from some pictures I've seen, there are lots of like logs around for them to climb on and lots of like wooden bits for them to just, you know, relax and climb. It's cute and I want to do that too. So I want this place to be kind of big. I don't want it to cover the pink sheep pen from the starter house view too much, but I do want it to be like this whole area all the way back to these trees. I'm really excited. I want it to mostly be like bamboo and jungle for the build, but I might use a couple of extra things, probably not too much. I also know that I want it to be really open, like an open design, like you could see in. It's great, not like a building like the pink sheep pen. It's kind of open. I mean, with this entrance here, this is like an open entrance, but this whole building itself is not very open, and I want the panda enclosure to be that with maybe a couple of like buildings, you know? Okay, let's get started. So the first thing I did was some landscaping. I flattened out the place, evened it out to make more space for the actual build. Honestly, it took a lot longer than I thought it would. Landscaping is a lot longer of a process than it looks like it should be. Afterwards, I decided to start making a path to use as a layout for a building. I only wanted to make 2 buildings since it's going to be a pretty small space. One is going to be like a little hut kind of for storage, and for me, I'm going to have like an extra bed in it too. And the other is going to be like a little house area for the pandas to take shelter in. So I first decided to start off with the hut, and I used the bamboo mosaic as the floor. I also threw in a little bit of bamboo planks just to add a little bit of texture to it as well. After that, I went around with these jungle planks and built up the walls. And yes, I know it's weird. Why do the walls after the floors? Who does that? I do that, okay? Just don't judge me. I then dropped down, and where I wanted the front door to be, I built a little porch area with the bamboo mosaic, and again, using the bamboo planks to add a little bit of texture. Then around it, I added a mix of bamboo stairs as well as mosaic stairs. Then I made the doorway, filled in the floor beneath where the doors are going to go, and I also added some stairs above where the doors are going to go just for a little bit more detail. Then I got started on the roof. I was actually really kind of indecisive on these corners. It was difficult for me. After going around the top, I went underneath inside, and I put some stairs on the inside as well. Now, I have mentioned before that roofs are not really my thing, so I just did the basic thing, and I kept building around and building up until eventually it met in the middle. And actually, instead of building all the way to the top, I decided to put some glass here at the top instead. I then added a bit of an overhang going all the way around the building. Now, I built the whole roof out of bamboo stairs, and so I went around and broke some of those, replaced them with some mosaic stairs just to add a little bit of texture, and honestly, I don't even think you can really tell, so it might have just been pointless. I then added some fences for decoration around the porch. I placed down both a bamboo door and a jungle door just to see which one I like better, and I really disliked the bamboo door, and so I went with the jungle in the end. I placed down this carpet on the front porch. I went around on all sides, and I made a space for a window on each wall. I put some stairs above the door for decoration, which I changed later on. Then, of course, I filled in the windows with glass. Then I went outside, and to act as a bit of a wall trim, I guess, I put some trapdoors around the entire building. And here's when I tried to change what I put over the door. It was a complicated process. I was so indecisive. Then after that, I got started on the little pandas area that I was talking about earlier, and I started by filling in each of like these corner areas with the jungle logs, and don't worry, I'll decorate the little hut later. I just plan to build the buildings first and then decorate after. After that, I went around the base, like the border of the whole building, and I also used jungle logs for that too. And I actually really liked the way that the jungle logs looked as the corners, and I thought it just added that bit of extra detail, so I went and I changed it and made the hut like that as well. After that, I got back to work on the other building, where I filled in all the walls with these jungle planks, and I actually made the walls that are more towards the front a little bit shorter than the walls that are towards the back. I did that on purpose because I actually have an idea for the roof. I know, crazy, me, of all people, an idea for the roof. It's a miracle. But before that, I wanted to do a little entryway first, so I used these slabs here at the top, and I also used some trapdoors here at the sides, and I don't know what it is, but lately I've just been so obsessed with like using trapdoors in my builds. It just looks so good. And then I got started on the roof, and the fact that I had an idea for this is absolutely crazy. Now, it wasn't going to be like the most extravagant roof you ever seen, but I did want it to kind of go up a little, if that makes sense. I don't know. You'll see at the end. But honestly, I think I'm pretty proud of myself for having an idea of the roof at all. The front bit was smaller than the top, or it was shorter than the top, and then the top, like, it came up a bit. It's hard to explain, and I'm bad at explaining things, but I think it looked really good in the end, and I'm proud of myself. After finishing the roof, I decided to extend the entrance outward, just because I really liked what I did with the pink sheep pen, and I think it looked really cute, and I thought it would look good here too, and it did. And I thought it looked a little awkward, so I added a little overhang here, just on the front, like over here on the side. Then I got started on the inside, and I kind of wanted to like dip in, so what I did was I just destroyed the whole ground. Everything, it's gone, goodbye. Okay, maybe not the whole ground, but most of it. I then extended down these jungle logs so that we didn't have a dirt wall here. Then, taking some more inspiration from the pink sheep pen, I decided to make a random scattered path out of the bamboo planks and the bamboo mosaic as well, and I think it looked pretty good in the end. I mean, I kept it looks fine to me. I then added these stairs to go down into the little dip thing that I mentioned. Then, just to add a little bit more of a jungle hominess for the pandas, I added a little bit of podzol, then added some fence windows. Then I added some bamboo around for the pandas, using some string to make sure it didn't grow past the point I wanted it to. After that, I got started on the fence that was going to go around the entire enclosure, and let me tell you how many times I ran out of fences and then ran out of bamboo, and I would have like a half-hour long video if I showed all of my trips back to the bamboo jungle. It was ridiculous, and you know, the only good thing I got out of all those trips was the parrots, because I got some parrots out of it. But it was so many trips, and it was so long, and this took forever. Anyway, I was gonna get started on a little entranceway for the gate, but then I got distracted, and I decided to add some bamboo into the little panda enclosure too. But after I did that, I got onto the gate entrance, and I think it looked really good in the end. Then after that, I worked on building up the fences to make sure it was panda escape proof, and I think it looked okay in the end. Every 2 fences, I added 2 blocks, and you know, I worked my way around. Then to decorate the fence a little bit more, I added some jungle trapdoors on top of the bamboo fences, and I added jungle slabs on top of the bamboo blocks, and I think it looked pretty good in the end, actually. It definitely works. And I wanted there to be some ponds in this area, so I made some space for those, and I also made little streams, I guess you could call them, connecting some ponds together too. In the end, it looked really nice. As I was making the little pond areas, I also was filling them in. I made a little infinite water source that I was getting the water from too. I laid out some paths connecting the entrance to the buildings as well. And randomly, I had an idea to add a gazebo in the pen just because I thought it would look really cute, so I laid out the pathwork for that. And the gazebo was made basically the same way as the other 2 buildings, using the jungle planks and the jungle logs, as well as having a bamboo roof. I think the only difference is that I didn't do a bamboo floor as well. I did a jungle plank floor, and I added some like water in the floor as well. Now this is not in the order of the way I built it right now. This speed build is just, I'm getting it over quick. Then after that, I connected the path that I had made all the way over to the gazebo as well. I'm gonna tell you, that gazebo took so long to make. I am way too indecisive. I then apparently decided that bamboo planks were not good enough for my fence, so I'd rather have block of stripped bamboo. But I didn't have enough bamboo to make a bunch of blocks of stripped bamboo, so I had to go on another painstakingly long adventure. Great. I got a birdie! It's a blue one, which is great. I literally looked for so long for this, and I don't know where everything is. I should tell you something. I'm gonna name this bird Rio. like the movie, because whenever I see this blue bird, I think of the movie. There's a panda in there. Oh, it's the cute one! I got a parrot, guys.
Anyway, back on track. Once I got back, I started to replace all of the bamboo planks with the blocks of bamboo, and then afterwards I went around and I stripped them all. Then afterwards, I went around with some coarse dirt and some rooted dirt to add to the path just a little bit, make it a little bit more textured, and I really liked the path in the end. It looked really good, I think. And of course, it wouldn't be a panda sanctuary without bamboo all over the place, so I went around, scattered the bamboo. I even put some bamboo down and put string on it immediately just so that we could have some bamboo shoots lying around, and in the end, it was bamboo forest. It was beautiful, loved it. In the middle of that, I wanted to add some bamboo blocks around, but then I was like, wait, hold on. I got an idea from watching a YouTube video. Let's try sugarcane. Did it, looked great, loved it, beautiful, fabulous. Okay. Moved on. After that, I went around and I bone mealed all of the grass. I don't know what it is about like bone mealing the grass and it just getting that overgrown look. It just always, it builds together. You know what I mean? Then I went around and added some patches of podsol all over the place just to add a little bit more of that jungle feel. Then, just like I did with my house and the pink sheep pen, I went around and I added some leaves to the sides of the buildings as well as the roofs too. Now, I was going to head to a swamp that I had found a while ago, which was thousands of blocks away to get some lily pads, but luckily for me, there was a wandering trader here that was actually trading them. So that was fabulous, and I stole its llamas. Usually I kill the llamas too, but I stole them this time. Anyway, I went around and I added the lily pads as well as some seagrass into each of the ponds, and although it's not shown in the clip, luckily because of some underwater structures that I found, I managed to make some sea lanterns, and I managed to put one in each of the ponds, which is, it's great, love that. Then after that, I was finally able to get started on decorating the inside of my little hut. I placed down some barrels, the spare bed. I also used some chiseled bookshelves, which I'll fill with books later on. I also scattered some scaffolding around the place. I just thought it kind of added to the look, and then I placed down some carpet, and honestly it took me like a million years to try to figure out how I wanted this carpet, and in the end I still don't think I was completely satisfied, but I settled. And although it's not shown in the clip, I also added later on some flower pots with some bamboo, and I used lanterns to light up the place. Then after that, instead of using torches to light up the inside of the sanctuary, I wanted to use something that looked a little prettier, so I went around and I replaced all of the torches with lanterns instead, and I also added them in some extra places as well. Also, inside of the little panda house, I also added some lanterns hanging from the ceiling as well as on the floor and a couple of pots with bamboo in it. And I even did the exact same thing to decorate the gazebo too. And then I went around and I added some large jungle trees to the back just to work as kind of like a background. And honestly, when I look at it from the front, it really adds to the whole jungle thing. So I'm really glad that I did it. Then after that, I went back inside of the panda sanctuary and I placed bamboo blocks all over the place randomly. And like I mentioned earlier, in panda sanctuaries and habitats, there's lots of logs all over for them to climb on, so I went around and I randomly added the jungle logs places too.
I think I've pretty much finished everything over here. I did a lot of stuff, okay, and I will show you around really quickly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a lot of this stuff away, everything that I don't need. Oh, I was going to place these vines places. Never mind, I'm not completely done. So I planted some jungle trees in the back there, put jungle trees over here, and the fact that I had to keep going back and forth between here and the thing, and it's a couple thousand blocks away. So that was annoying, but at least I got 2 birds now, so I can breed them. I plan to name you Rio. Anyway, look at the pandas. I'm going to take them in there, and I'm going to breed them, and I want to have, like, a bunch of pandas. Anyway... let me take a look. So I have this gate around the whole thing. Not the prettiest thing ever, but just to keep the pandas inside. Hopefully they can't climb out. In here I've got like a place for them to sleep or whatever. This is what I plan to have this. This is like a little hut that they can come in and out of and sleep in. Over here, it's a little hut for me actually, personally, so you know I can come and stay with the pandas, you know, observe the pandas every now and then. And then over here we've got a little gazebo, which is really cute. I put some water under here. This is a work in progress. This here, a little like tree stand thing for them to climb on, because pandas supposedly like to climb trees and stuff. I hate it, but I also don't hate it, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna leave it. Ow. I've placed bamboo everywhere, as well as using sugarcane. But yeah, I think it's time to move the pandas in there. Oh my gosh! It's a baby panda! Ow, my teeth hurts. I just like bit down really hard. Look at them! They're so cute! Oh my god! I'm sorry. I have to stop for a second so that I can take a picture of this. Hold on. Stopped the recording so I could take a screenshot without my screen recorder showing up on the screen. But yeah, okay, we've got so many. Whoa, excuse me. Oh, there's too many pandas. I don't know what's going on anymore. Excuse me. Well, this is chaotic. I think I might go try to get a different kind of panda. Because all we're getting right now is the 2 types that we have. So I want to get all the types of pandas. I'm going to grab my lead, and I'll probably do this off camera because I'm sure the video is probably already getting super long. Maybe in Bedrock, you can't breed different types of pandas. You can only breed the types of pandas that you have. Which is gonna suck. It's gonna suck. But it's fine. It's fine. Oh, how scared I am. How scared I am. So, this is the end of this video. I have pretty much reached the end, but I did want to say in the next episode, we're going to be doing nether preparations. And then in the video after that, I'm going to actually go to the nether. You see, I'm a coward, okay? Look, it's not that I'm, like, super bad at the game. I mean, there are some newbie things that I do because of my cowardice, but, I can beat mobs. It's really easy for me to fight mobs. They just scare me for some reason, despite the fact because I don't like taking damage unless I cause it to myself. But, like, I'm scared. I shouldn't be. I'll be fine. I mean, I survived the nether the first time to go get blaze rods, and that's probably more dangerous than just going to explore. It's fine. I'll be fine. I just need to wear gold armor and be prepared. And, you know, I'm rambling, and I need to stop rambling. That's besides the point. That's all in future episodes. This episode, though, is over. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!